Hi, it's Curtis from Mork Water, and I wanted to address a question I get all the time, and that is, what is the operating costs involved in a desalination plant? This question is much like, how much does it cost to run a car? And the answer is, it depends. But I want to give you something a little bit more detailed than that. But it really is one of those things where it depends how much are you using the plant, what is the water we're actually treating, what is the composition of that water, and how is the system being designed. So, but the big ones is electricity costs to run the plant. That will typically be, almost in all cases, the number one expense. Although the technology has come a long way, so it's a lot cheaper to run than it was, say, 10 years ago, because desalination plant designs has really improved. And also in some of our projects, we use energy recovery. It's quite a complex topic I'll go into perhaps another time. But we're able to bring those operating costs down a lot lower than where they used to be, or historically they were. So electricity cost. The next one would be the membranes. The membranes is where we take out the salt and a bunch of other things. It's not the only form of filtration in our systems, but it is the way to get out the salt. The membranes in our systems last 7 to 10 years, and depending on how many you have, that would be the second biggest expense. But you might find that expense only comes in year 7. With other systems you might find they're out in the market, their membranes might only last 2 years. And I've sort of heard that as the industry standard, but by all means, do your own research. So we have electricity, membranes. After that, you have the cartridge filters and the anti-scalant. Now, cartridge filters generally cost under $100, under $200, depends on size, which ones we used, but they're pretty standard. You buy them off the shelf, just make sure they're the right ones, and they might need replacing every 6 months to 2 years. Again, depends on your water quality, the system, etc. And then we have the anti-scalant. The anti-scalant is environmentally biodegradable, so it's simply used to stop scaling in the system, particularly the membranes, and sometimes things like silica won't pass, well, it can damage the reverse osmosis membrane, and so we'll use an anti-scalant to just put that straight through, clean that out of the system into the reject stream. So hopefully this has given you some clarity around the operating costs. I wish I could give you a more detailed answer, but generally as a rule of thumb with our systems, we say 1 to 3% of the capital cost of the desal plant per year. But like I said, with the membranes, the expense might only occur in year number 7. So it really depends, but it's not as much as what you probably thought. That's the general answer. So anyway, if you have any other questions about that, wanted to go into specifics with our team, please give us a call on 08 6118 4178.